This is DJ Gadget reporting for 96.7 The Buzz. For the next hour, you're gonna hear me interview Sabrina Fallah, a music artist from Canada, on International Artist Day. How fitting. On a segment I'm calling Go Gadget Dirt, where I get the dirt and the nitty-gritty on artists that are maybe undercredited and underappreciated. They don't have to necessarily be local. So in this segment, I would like to introduce to you Sabrina Fallah.
You whom you hire on the verge of what you want to do. Your feet the fence they're on is new. Where do you land? Apprehension, not to mention you're a ball of nerves that can't relax. The fireworks way out of hand. Pace the floor, flip a coin, take a breath and see the signs over the rest of what you haven't done. Break yourself, let it smash against your skin as you stand, waiting for the plan. Ask for help from more direction. The moon, the stars, a million questions, and ask for more, ask forgiveness, ask yourself if you're still in this. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Frantic fluster on the bus, there's someone staring back. Irritation, aggravation in my head. Pins and needles, almost lethal, like a heart attack. When I crash, the cars that pass leave me for dead. Pace the floor, flip a coin, take a breath and see the signs over the rest of what you haven't done. Brace yourself, let it in, let it smash against your skin as you stand, waiting for the plan. Ask for help from more direction. The moon, the stars, a million questions, and ask for more, ask forgiveness, ask yourself if you're still in this. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Ask for help from more direction. The moon, the stars, a million questions, and ask for more, ask forgiveness, ask yourself if you're still in this. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask. Coming in last, all you gotta do is ask.
I am DJ Gadget, and this is Sabrina Fallah. Fallah la la la. This is our
You can
newest.
so do that if you want.
Fallah la la
So
la.
do it because add some humor in it. Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly the way it sounds. So just say fa la.
Fallah la 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 la.
That's what people always do. Everybody.
I can't help it.
Well, I am very Christmassy, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
But this year I'm excited for the snow. This year I'm so excited for all the seasons, you know? So our snow here is not easy.
No.
We get the snowstorms and stuff, but I don't know why. I just feel this year.
It'll be like this year is going to be the day you don't get
Hopefully
buried in snow.
Bad. Yeah. Hopefully.
I have an idea of what you go through because I live in Connecticut. You live in Canada. And we get...
You live in Connecticut.
I live in Connecticut.
My uncle lives in Connecticut.
Yeah, so I'm very close to you, and we get a ton of snow, and we get some...
You get similar.
Yeah,
but
very
I think
similar.
we get a bit worse.
Yeah, and I lived in Limestone, Maine for a while, which, like... I could see you. So there was
oh, nice.
freakish snow. I'm used to seeing plows, which is just we push the snow out of the way and we call it a day and we go home at night. In Limestone, Maine, they had these really apocalyptic looking machines that would have to actually pick up and remove the snow, and then they took it somewhere else because otherwise it would be deadly.
That's what they do here.
Yep.
Or for the sidewalks, they will not push it to the side.
Yeah, you can't.
They will actually collect it.
Yes.
But I don't know where they put it, but they pick it up. Yeah.
I truly believe it's the moon. So.
Who knows, right?
That's what the moon's made out of. The moon landing wasn't fake. It's actually the moon that is fake. No, I'm kidding.
Is moon actually made of snow?
I think so. I think so. I am going to convince the boss man to let me have this segment, which we're going to try desperately to keep in an hour. And I really love music.
So am I talking the whole hour, or are we mixing in music and the interview together?
Listen, we can do what you want. I want to get to know you.
I'm just wondering what you had in mind. I'm not trying to... whatever you're comfortable with.
Here's my idea. I work a lot for our sister station so that you can get to know me a little bit. And our sister station has a lot of talk shows. It has one music program that I get to work on, and it's called The Time Machine. And on The Time Machine, we play 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And it's like an ode to old school radio. Like think Imus in the Morning and Howard Stern and WNBC.
Okay.
And that's pretty cool. And it like sparks this like passion in me that I'm like, yes. And it's like radio, you know? So
yeah, I like
feel this and then so then I work for another station, which is not that one and is not this one, but we have another station that I work for where I broadcast local bands, and that's on Sundays. And it pulls me that I want to do more music because I am a DJ as well. It's not just on radio. I do weddings and I do festivals and I do yes. I do.
Nice.
Yes, I do
so
fashion
you're not
shows.
Just a radio.
Yes.
You actually do. That's so cool.
And I organize fundraisers and I organize shows.
Nice.
So I have this pull, especially since COVID started, for music and entertainment and this and that. And so I have this pull now that I need music. I need more sustenance in my life. So I have this like little idea that I want to start this segment with local artists, and then tra-la-la, there was you. And you were like, hey, I have this music. And I was like, okay. And I saw that Chris was busy and running around. And I was like, oh, let me listen to this girl's music. And then I listened to your music. And I was like, I love her. I couldn't even put my finger on it. I was like, oh, my God, wait, she's good? I'm sorry. I was just like, because somebody comes up to you because you work on the radio and they're like, listen to my demo. And I'm like, okay.
Can you even do that anymore? Walk into radio stations? I don't think you can.
I don't know.
Hand in a demo.
I do what I want.
I don't think. Well, at this time, no, because nobody's gonna get close to you.
Yeah.
but I know that Bon Jovi back in the day, that's how his Runaway song got hit. He just walked into a radio and gave them the demo, and boom.
Yeah.
So that's how he got famous. But I guess the industry has changed a lot recently.
Radio has actually been a huge, it fascinates me. It has shaped the way we write and sing and perform music. People trying to make it in the music world have actually changed what they wanted to do with their music because they needed it on the radio to become famous. And that's what blows my mind. Like, they're like, no, I need a single so that they will play it on the radio. So they didn't make long songs because they knew the radio DJs wouldn't play it. And it was actually...
Unless you're famous already.
You had to be huge, though. And it was people like Queen were like, I don't care. And they actually got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they got in a lot of trouble. They were like, but I don't care because I'm Freddie freaking Mercury. Like, you know.
Damn right.
And I was like, I just, you know, walk in like you own the place. And I just, I want music like that back. Like because I'm Freddie freaking Mercury. Like, because I'm David Bowie. Because I'm Prince.
I know.
Because...
Oh, they've all passed, but their music still lives, though.
Yeah.
Their music still lives. Yeah.
Yeah. I miss music. And the one thing about my age and music that kills me is that I will never, well, I can't say never, I don't know. Going to a concert where you're shaking and you're up at stage and you pass out and you're so excited and you're so moved by this music that you're like, you're just like, the spirit is in you. Like you just want, like the Beatles. Think about the Beatles. Think about how those girls were like, wah!
Oh my, yeah, they must have, oh yeah, I've seen the videos. They were crazy.
Yeah.
They were completely going nuts over them.
How many people
I'm the same way with Green Day and Bon Jovi.
I see the posters behind you. It stinks that this is radio because I'm on Zoom right now with her and it's pretty rad. Like, I just think of like, you have a rocker room. That's pretty cool. That
poster behind, it's one of the posters I did for the Green Day concert. I never brought it to the concert because it was too big. It was bigger than me.
So Green Day is one of your inspirations.
Yes.
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 Inspirations or boy crush?
Wow. I think they're all cute, but I love Billy Joe Armstrong.
Okay.
I look up to him. I would have to say I had a huge crush on him as I was growing up, but, then he got married and got kids. Yeah. I couldn't have that fantasy really anymore. I grew. Honestly, his voice, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that. I guess I still have a crush on him.
So is it their music, their sound, their looks, or is it the punk movement? Like, what is it about Green Day that drew you to them?
Well, their American Idiot album is the one that got me to realize,
thanks a lot,
that's
Canada.
What I want to do. But the thing is, I didn't want to just take their style and make it my own. I mixed it. I listened to them and I said, I like this sound, the style, and I used it. But it's just something about Green Day that grabbed me. And I keep going back to them. Like, if I'm having a down day, I'll listen to them and they help me.
Yeah, I definitely hear the flair of punk in you, but at the same time, I hear, like, Joan Jett. And you actually remind me of a local band around here that I don't know if you've listened to, which is Hunter Valentine.
No. They're a nice name.
Yeah. Yeah. Hunter
Nice
Valentine
name,
is one of
catchy.
my favorites, too. And so I'll send them a bill for promoting them. Especially, we were talking about the song Breakthrough. That's it's punk. It's not punk. I
don't have a category.
Right.
I'm rock, but I put soft and harsh and rough and edgy and clean. I mix up my vocals because I like to. They say when you sing, add some color into your voice. So yeah. I don't just sing like straight. I put the feeling and emotion into it. So
right on.
Whatever the voice wants to do, I let the voice do.
Yeah. Honestly, and maybe that's why I'm so drawn to you because, yeah, I'm a DJ and I work on radio and each of our stations are a pretty specific genre, and I am so bad at genres. I'm like, classic rock, classic. Wait, that means like old, right? I'm not old. I remember growing up with that. What does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I'm like, that's not classic. That's 80s.
Like when people, like when there's a category, just say I'm rock and whatever you think I am, punk, alternative,
right?
Pop rock. I accept pop rock, but not pop.
Well, pop
Like,
means popular. You would want to be
Yeah,
pop. You would
but-
want to be popular. That's what I don't get about genres. What does pop mean?
Yeah, because normally when people say I'm pop, they compare me to real like pop artists, and I'm like, I don't know where you hear it.
It means popular, though. Like,
I know,
it's like when I do
but
a wedding
when
and
they
somebody says,
compare me-
okay, so I want
I
top
know.
40. And I'm like, you want 40 songs at your wedding? Like on loop?
Yes.
Because I can't fill your 4-hour wedding with 40 songs. Like,
Oh,
what does
yeah,
that
that's
mean?
true.
I want top 40. I'm like, that's 40 songs.
Top
Like, what does
40.
that mean?
The
Top 40.
40 songs that are probably played on the radio from the top selling artists, I guess. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what
that's
it
still
means.
only 40 songs.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, okay.
That's very true.
Yeah. And I just look at them and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I go to their wedding and I play the Macarena. And like, I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, I love
like,
that
right?
song.
I'm like, I don't get it.
I even
Yeah.
know the movements.
Yeah. I mean, I play the top 4. I just assume that means popular songs. Nobody gets what they're saying anymore because genre has just taken a flying leap
Yeah.
off. Like,
Maybe I should stop thinking of pop being pop
Yeah.
pop and make it
Yeah.
just say, okay, I'm popular. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the song. I think it's Stuck Up. You make a lot of references to fairy tales, and at the same time you say grow up, and the juxtaposition is so cool. That's a lot of my writing too. I write a lot of poetry.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want to write a song, but
Okay.
I don't play anything. So
But you don't have to play. You can
Right.
just write it.
I need to hire
Like-
a band and just sit down and have a jam session because I am terrible. I know like 4 chords on a guitar and it's not going to work out for me.
That's fine.
I know.
Some Green Day songs are just 4 chords.
I know.
That's fine.
Yeah. So I write a lot of poetry and I was just listening to Stuck Up and I was like, oh man, Humpty Dumpty, yes. And I was like,
Well,
it was
I
so-
co-wrote that song, and the co-writer that I wrote it with went into that, and at first, to be honest, at first I didn't like it. I didn't like the song, but then I went into the studio, I recorded it, and I'm like, you know what? I like it because I can do so much with my vocals, and then I understood the song more because, we just wrote it and stuff. But the point of the song is about people being stuck up and think they know everything.
yeah.
But I didn't really write it about a specific person. I just wrote it in general. Imagine just meeting somebody like that, anyway, a few of my listeners actually like the song. So yeah, it's cool that that song is being heard, but it just has a nice beat to it and you can like dance to it,
Yeah, it definitely is.
You're so far above it all and I'm down below. You act like you'll never fall, but what you don't know, that's what Humpty Dumpty thought. The world revolved around him until he got a face full of the ground that's coming at you now. You're so stuck up, stuck up. Don't know who you think you are, but grow up. That's enough. No, you're really not so far above. You're just stuck up.
So I have, speaking of stuck, a lot of your songs are about being stuck.
A lot of my
trapped.
songs are about what I go through and what others go through, and about things in life in general. I write about things that happen in life.
Do you feel like they help you move away from that feeling, or do you still feel like you're trapped or stuck in that?
That's an interesting question. A lot of the songs that I write, if they're based on me, because sometimes they're based on what I see people going through. If it's based on me, I'm still learning from it, and I'm still, moving forward. Like Breakthrough, for example, I wrote it when I was actually dealing with trying to build up confidence and believing in myself. And still to this day, when I'm singing it, I'm still trying to be strong and not let things get in my way and stuff, because people always come and do things and say things, and you just have to shove it off, get them away from you. But that song, actually, that song has been picked up to be played at a couple of hockey games.
Nice.
Because of the message. Yeah.
I like it.
So it's because of breaking through and...
Yeah. I can see it because I used to DJ for Mohegan Sun here. And, I'll have to send them a bill, too. Mention it on the radio. No, I was the DJ for the home games for the Black Wolves. And
okay, cool.
Yeah, so they have songs like it. That's funny. They have songs for like foul songs. So they'll pick odd things like that, like keep your hands to yourself. And so if you broke through and like made a goal, like I get it. That's funny.
And they've
That's
also
cool.
played Frontline as well.
Gotcha. Very cool. Do you have a song, like your favorite angry song, your favorite happy song, your favorite...
Well, my favorite song to play live from all of my songs that I like to start with is One Chance.
Why is that?
Because it's from my first EP that I ever released, and I call it the Green Day old school influence, like from their Dookie days. It's just a song that, as I was starting to go into the business of music, that I was performing a lot, and I was getting a lot of good reaction from it. So every time I play it, it's like, okay, it's positive. It brings this positive strength, and it's a nice song, so it just starts the show off, gets people excited. And I always end my show with Good Riddance from Green Day.
That's awesome.
So I start with One Chance and I end it on Good Riddance.
No.
And Green Day does that too. They always end their show on that song.
That's yeah. I think that's a good ender anyway. Like always, I used to. I'm gonna make myself sound lame now on the really cool station. I used to go to 4-H camp. It's all about the cows. And on the last day of camp, they used to play Good Riddance, and like everybody would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss you." It's like the cry song. I'm gonna miss you song. But
yeah, it is like that. But I play it because I hope the people who were watching me or listening to me had the time of their life seeing me perform.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also a song that people know and they sing along with it.
Yeah, they know it. It's iconic.
It's
I think my favorite thing about speaking of animals, my favorite thing about you I've learned off air is that you feed squirrels, and you've even found a way to get them a squirrel-sized picnic table.
Actually, my neighbor, when this pandemic was happening, her husband made the picnic table and she dropped it on my doorstep and said, Sabrina, I think your squirrels need a picnic table. So it was given to me.
I love squirrels.
And they, at first, the little red squirrel, the feisty one, was jumping on it and everything. But the other squirrels were very careful to make sure it wasn't a trap, because it took them almost a few days to be comfortable. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They are very smart.
Yeah.
So I had to put the food around it, and about a week or so. But now they sit on it, they flip it, they throw things on it. Oh my God, the whole picnic table is being attacked.
That's awesome. That is so cool. When I was dating my wife, the first thing I gave her was a cup that said, it was a travel cup that I drew on, and I gave her a morning coffee, and I said, I think squirrels like spaghetti. There's nothing to prove this is true, but I really think they do. I mean, think about it. Squirrels, spaghetti, it makes sense, right? That being said, I like you as much as I think squirrels like spaghetti.
Who knows?
Yeah,
they might eat it.
You can't prove me wrong. You can't prove me wrong. Because if you go by a squirrel with spaghetti, it's going to run away from you because it's scared of you, not the spaghetti.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to play One Chance because we're going to do this in 30-minute intervals. We're going to come back after a break. We're going to talk about another song that nobody on this station has heard yet after our break.
Right.
So we're going to go out on One Chance that we were talking about in this segment.
Racing hard in class today when I see that smile come my way, and it's hard for me with a concrete chin to get knocked down, get up again. I don't want to stay behind these walls, I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us sad. Days go by and 3 more weeks, and I'm stuck behind these memories, and it's hard for me to just let go, to just move on and start again. I don't want to stay behind these walls, I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us. I want the world around me stop spinning around. All the lights around me fade and flickers out. If you say you need me, don't say it's over now. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see that you and I will always have just one more chance. You and me. You and me. You and me. Oh, you and me.
This is Sabrina Fallah, and you are listening to 96.7 The Buzz.
Hold out your hand, open your eyes, stare at the sun as you stand there, realize, never give in, never give up, never give out what you got when you got what you love.
This is DJ Gadget, and I am talking to Sabrina Fallah. She is our latest addition to 96.7 The Buzz. She is our local, not so local artist, and I chose International Artist Day to interview her here on The Buzz because she is from Canada, and she is my local artist of the week, or the month, or the year, depending on how often Crazy Chris lets me do this. Thinking of calling this segment, if it lives, Go Gadget dirt because I'm getting the nitty gritty on local artists. And so what's the nitty gritty? That was a Breakthrough by Sabrina Fallah, who has so many songs. This is not just a girl who has like one song and decided she knows how to sing. This girl knows how to sing. There are undertones of Green Day. There are undertones of Joan Jett. I hear so many familiar undertones of so many iconic rock stars who have shaped this girl, and yet she is herself. And so why don't you explain how you came to be?
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I was born one day into this world, and I feel that I was born with music inside me because I used to hum tunes before I could speak. And then as I grew up, I started writing short stories and poetry. Then I started learning the piano. And then one of my mom's friends told me, you can't carry the piano everywhere.
Why not?
So you should learn because it's heavy. And then she said, why don't you learn the guitar? I rented a guitar, and I think in less than 2 weeks, I said, you know what? I want to get one.
Nice.
And then from that day, I still have my blue Yamaha acoustic guitar, which is called Billy.
Nice.
And I carry Billy everywhere with me.
Yes. I had a blue area. Airia. I don't know. I went through a phase where I couldn't go into a music shop without buying a guitar.
Right.
So my parents stopped bringing me to music shops.
Uh-huh.
I had a blue acoustic. I have a black electric, and then I have a Anarchy Washburn. That one's rad. That one's cool.
Nice.
And yet I only know like 4 chords. I took guitar lessons. I wanted to be a rock star, and yet my music teacher wanted me to learn music notes, and I was pretty angsty about it because I wanted to learn chords, and I was like,
exactly me.
Yeah,
same as me.
Yeah, I was like, no,
I don't want to learn picking. I don't want to learn little notes here and there. I just want to rock.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not
I'm not
Mozart.
Learn the chords. And I want to learn the power chords.
Right.
I don't want to, the theory aspect, I can learn it because I know piano, and
yeah,
I can learn it from, I can get a book and learn it myself. Just teach me how to put my fingers on the thread properly and do a power chord.
Right.
Do you know how long it took me to do a bar chord? Half a year.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad
because
at
it's
it.
hard, but you know what? I stick to power chords.
Nice.
Because they're easier than bar chords.
Nice.
But yeah.
I think the most exciting thing about guitar for me was I learned how to play the beginning of Pretty Woman. The ding 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 ding.
Nice.
Ding 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 ding. Doom 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 doom. I got so excited at that like really intense like fast finger movement, and it was like so cool when I finally nailed it that I was like, this is amazing. And like from that, I don't know, like there was just all this holdback in guitar lessons that I stopped going to guitar lessons, and I started hanging out with all my hippie friends around campfires. And I think that's why I kind of like just started learning like, how do I make this thing make that sound? Okay, cool. How do I make this thing make that sound? Okay, cool. And it's funny because I think I'm really bad at guitar, and all my friends think I'm really good at guitar, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not like, this is the C chord. This is the D chord. I'm like, this is how I play this song. This is how I play that song. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. They're like, how do you play that?
Do you play by ear?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing though. I'm like, just like, I'm making this arrangement of sounds, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you must be doing something right.
Yeah, I'm like, somebody write this down if you know what I'm doing. I don't know how to tell you what I'm doing. So I just kind of do it. I mean, I have a few music layouts of a few songs, like I have a little bit of music to some songs I've written, but not a lot.
Right.
And I have nothing like you have. I'm so like in awe of your talent. Fangirling. All right, let me stop. You have, we've talked about one of your songs, which is Hurt. And that actually has made quite a few contests and a lot of attention. And my opinion of why it's made so much attention is because you were not afraid of talking about things that people tend to shy away from because it's so real. It's something we've all felt. It's something we don't talk about in public because my opinion about how people feel about talking about things in public is they don't want to upset the people around them about talking about things that are so real. And so do you... I'm
not shy about that.
Yeah. So do you want to explain the song Hurt?
Yeah, so I wrote that song, I released it 2016. I think I left my friend, I can't remember. But I had the idea for the song when I had to leave my friend because I didn't feel the support. And I felt our friendship was moving away from each other. I felt there was no like best friendship anymore. But I didn't actually write it till I went to Nashville to co-write it, but I had the idea. But man, when I wrote that song, I put down the truth. I wasn't hiding. Like normally when I write, I don't want to give too much away, but I gave it. When you hear the song in the second verse, that's how I felt in my heart, like the pain. And sometimes in life you have to walk away from anybody, and it's not easy, but I don't regret it because once I left that person, a lot of more positive things came my way. I felt that I was being held back too by so much negative vibe around me, and I had to get rid of it.
Yeah. As soon as I heard that song, I think did I comment on the contest page or did I message you? I think I commented on the contest page, and I was just like, wow. It reminded me of a situation I had with a friend where, this friend, if I had a job and it interfered with whatever she was doing or whatever she needed, say she needed rides to work every day or something, and my job schedule didn't allow that, it was like, well, why don't you just quit your job? And I was really young, and I found that to be acceptable, and she convinced me to move in with her, and I did, and I was working my job, and she didn't have the rent, and she convinced me it was my fault that the rent was low, and so I paid more rent. And then I also did the grocery shopping because I was convinced I wasn't being an adult. And then the lights were being threatened to be shut off, and then I needed to give more money. And like, it was just very, very toxic. But I was very young. Bad. Yeah, it was very toxic.
That's very bad.
And at that stage, I was 17, and she was like 24. And it was totally being taken advantage of. But like, I was like,
oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was hanging out with older people. I felt cool. And, of course, my mom felt like, this older girl who was like so nice and everything. And I knew her for years, and she always helped my family out and everything. It looked great. Like, my mom was excited that, I'm moving in with somebody responsible who's held down a job that is like going to take care of me, rather than moving in with a bunch of teenagers that might, do drugs and might get me into trouble, when in all reality, I was just a kid working and paying all of this like grown adults bills. And
Right.
I came to realize this girl is not my friend. She's more
Oh,
criminal
no, she was taking advantage.
than my friend. And I was like, you know what? I have to walk away. And your song, I was just like staring at the screen. I was staring at the play bar, scrolling, going, oh my gosh. And it hurt because like I knew her for years.
My song, did some of the lyrics remind you of something similar?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like it was just it was amazing. Like, and you know, in that situation at 17, I didn't even like walk away from her until I was in my 20s. That it wasn't even that situation that made me walk away. Like I ended up moving out.
Exactly.
Yeah. It wasn't even that situation.
I should have walked away from my friend many, many, many years before. But I was young. I didn't want to be the loner.
Right.
The person without friends, especially in your teens. You don't want to feel alone.
Yeah.
You just don't. But me always giving second chances and all this.
They have such good reasons.
I was mad at myself that I didn't do it sooner. But maybe if I did it sooner, I wouldn't have had this song. you know? So who knows? There's a reason for everything, guys.
Right.
There's a reason for everything.
Well, let's take a listen to the song.
All right.
Sitting on this floor tonight, above the broken boulevard, teardrops falling, midnight calling, holding tight to this guitar. Can't stop thinking about all the things you did to me, trying to find a melody that doesn't sound like misery. Hurt, hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. When I needed someone, you were never there. You had to star in your own show. You didn't care about what I wanted, but I'm finally letting go of the hurt, hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, hurt, the pain can start to healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. Since the day I said goodbye, I'm better off without you. Sometimes the truth can hurt, hurt, hurt. The pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt.
And that was Hurt by Sabrina Fallah for the first time on 96.7 The Buzz. And I'm a big fan. I pretty much saved that for this interview because I think it was more than just a, toss it on the radio and call it a day kind of song. I love the story behind it because I just had so many more words to say about it because it hit me when I heard it. And I heard it for a contest, and I was like, oh, vote. And because I appreciate any artist that'll take the things we're afraid to talk about and just lay it out there. I really just, yes. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Do any of your other songs have like a killer meaning?
Well, my song Everything, actually, I didn't write it. Actually, my producer that produced it, Chris Burkett, and his wife, May Burkett, actually wrote it. When he first heard me in the studio when I was recording previous songs that didn't really get released, he said, you should sing Everything. And I said, okay, I'll listen to it. And then, my, oh my, that song it's different. It's a bit more harsh, but man, I love it.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that I remind them of Evanescence when I sing that song. And I kind of hear it. I hear it in the production side of it. But it's a teenage anxiety song, what you go through as a teenager. And I could relate because I was a teenager once, and I definitely went through a lot, and that song definitely explains it.
If anybody says I was a teenager and I went through nothing, they're a liar.
No, they're definitely hiding something.
They are. Liar.
Liar.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who stick to like any rock genre, they have something to say. You can't just listen to rock music or appreciate rock music and not have something to say. I think rock music should rule this country. Like, you have something to fight for.
Yeah. I don't think rock is, like some people say rock is dead.
No.
I don't think it's dead. I think it's still out there, and you just have to find the rock bands because there's so many out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, oh, yeah. No,
rock has something to fight for.
When people say rock is dead, I said, you know what? You've lost your mind.
You've lost your mind.
Because there's so many. Like Bon Jovi, I think last week, just released his new record. And I need to buy it. I haven't, but I'm just going out now. It's not, I don't go out as much, but I still want to get it at some point. But yeah, I am so excited for it. So see, rock isn't dead.
No, rock is very much alive.
Every time I come back home, something inside me tells
That was Everything by Sabrina Fallah. And this is DJ Gadget for 96.7 The Buzz. Go Gadget Dirt, getting the nitty gritty on local artists. And I have a confession to make. I didn't steal that one. No, I'm kidding. I was, when you sent me all your music to load up on The Buzz, right.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to it and stuff. I skipped that one, so that one is not on my phone right now. And I was just listening to it through the headphones, and yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to come back so bold and confident right now, but that one hit me. That one hit me.
Yeah. It's different.
That one.
But wow. I definitely enjoyed singing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe people think I'm so strong when everything's what are the lyrics? I can't believe everybody thinks I'm so strong while everything's like going so wrong, or whatever the lyrics are right there in that one section.
Yeah. Sorry, Ooh. It's been a long time since I sang that song.
No, that hit me. I was like, that is what I'm told all the time, and people are like, you know, you're so brave, you're so strong, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
And that's why I was able to sing it, because I could relate to it.
Yeah.
That's why if somebody offers to give me a song to sing, I have to either believe in what I'm singing or at least relate to it. Because if there's nothing that I can put myself, like if I read it and I'm like, I can't put my feeling into it because I haven't experienced it, then I can't really sing it.
Have people just given you like a piece of paper and said, do something with this?
No.
No?
Not yet. Not yet.
Challenge
Not
accepted.
Yet.
You're going to get a lot of mail from me. Be like, here, have fun.
I would love to see how that would turn out, but I've never had that happen to me yet. That'd be interesting, though.
I've had a few of, like, somebody, like, back in the day when I was a melodramatic Facebooker, I would post my poems on Facebook and stuff. And I had somebody contact me and be like, can I use your poetry? Like, I have a song idea and I just wanted to ask permission. I was like, yeah, whatever. And oh my God, I wish I could find the video that he did, because it was like, I was listening to my poem and I was like, oh, what I know just that happened?
Doesn't it feel great?
I was blown away. I was just like, and he like messaged me. He said, I'm sorry, I changed one of the way one of the lines went because the way I had to sing it. And I was like, I don't care. No. I was like,
it's still good. Yeah.
I was just staring at him like, how did you, what? It was amazing. It was amazing.
I know.
The talent of numerous people being in one room, the things that could happen. It was amazing. So, like, I mean, I would collab with you. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll have to dig through. I feel like through off-air conversations we've had, and I mean, you feed squirrels, so I know you're a good person.
I have had quite a few people online say to me, "You don't have to call the song Squirrel, but shouldn't you be writing about like your life with the squirrels?" And I'm like, well, I can't base it just on one because I've had experiences with a lot of squirrels. So I have to talk about it like, no, because some of them come closer to me and let me pet them more than the other. But the thing is, that's interesting. But how can I write a song about the beautiful little squirrels? My God, they make me laugh. They're so funny.
I bet you could sing a song about trust.
Squirrels, so.
Trust would be a good one with squirrels. That would be it. Trust and running away. That would be the theme.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I love squirrels. My mom, I don't know if this was pure boredom, but she trained a wild squirrel. This was not like a pet shop squirrel. I know some people like breed squirrels for like pets and stuff. This was an outdoor wild squirrel, and she fed it to the point where it would eat from her hand on the ground. And so she's like, ooh, watch this. And she ran inside and she came back out with a bag of peanuts or whatever she had. And this squirrel came and sat on my foot. Now, the squirrel didn't even know me, and I, like, freaked out, and it was still like, what? And I'm like, what is...
I just want my peanut, okay?
Yeah,
like...
and so she's like, stop. And I'm like, what? What just... And I'm like, you did not. And she's like, yeah. And I forgot the squirrel's name. But I was like, you're crazy. How did you... What? And so, yeah. My mom.
Same thing here. I've been feeding them for over 4 years now. So they're so comfortable in my yard that anybody that comes to the backyard, they go to them for peanuts because they trust the environment. It's so cute. It's like, hello, give me a peanut.
You're like, I don't want peanuts.
I don't.
Somebody's like, can I come over? And you're like, yeah, don't come without peanuts.
Yeah, exactly right. But they love my squirrels. Dropped the peanut and took the walnut instead. And I was laughing. It's because a walnut they can't find out there in the wild. So as soon as they smell something different, they're like, hell with the peanut.
Yes.
I want the walnut.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because they literally dropped it. I was like, wow, picky.
So on an ending note, what would you tell anyone today about following their dreams, whether it be music or feeding squirrels?
Never give up, believe in yourself, and build up confidence, because that's going to help you in life in general. Being strong and positive to yourself, and just do it. And don't let anybody say it's impossible, because take the M out and it's possible.
Oh,
actually, Justin Timberlake said that.
That's awesome. Oh, he's a pop star. What do you think is a good song of yours to end on today?
Let's do Frontline.
Gonna change my mind, baby, not this time, no way. Say what you want, babe. It didn't take that